Hey y'all, it's me, the Nosy Goddess, and I'm back, and we're getting into the business of Compton Ricc Roc. He did an interview on Capone News on YouTube, and if you don't know who Compton Ricc Roc is, let me tell you. He says, per his Instagram, that he's a public figure doing comedy, acting, music. Says that's what I do. He's a film director, editor, drone pilot, positive vibes, okay? Yeah, this is the type of time he's on.
But I've seen his video saying Rock chose a side. And it's true. Rock did choose a side. And the side that I chose is God's side. That's the only side that matters. On this internet, I'm not friends with nobody on here. If I don't converse with you or hang out with you outside of the internet, I don't have no friend on here. This is business.
Now, you heard the man. He's on God's side. But his interview with Capone News was interesting, and I want to show just a clip of some of the things that he said that made so much sense. And I know this topic is all over the place, but listen, I'm in LA, and I grew up in the 30s, Harlem. So the 60s weren't that far, or just a stone's throw away from me growing up. And it's just boggling my mind that all this is going on. But listen to what Compton Ricc Roc say about Big U, Luce Cannon, and Bricc Baby's Fed troubles. And then I want you to let me know what you think in the comments. Like this video. Check it out.
Well, there's a lot going on the West Coast in hip hop. There's a lot to talk about, man. So I'm going to get right into it, man. Big U, Luce Cannon, Bricc Baby. You know, these are all popular people on the West Coast on the internet. And they've all been indicted on a RICO called Operation Drawdown. Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was surprised, man, because I never seen nothing like that.
We ain't seen nothing like it. And I want to say this. One of Big U's AKAs is Draws. And I'm telling you, when this thing first happened, I could have sworn they said it was called Operation Draws Down, which actually is an amazing play on words, to get caught with your draws down. Okay? Anyway, go on, Compton Ricc Roc.
On the internet, I've never seen dudes get on the internet and really say some real shit to get them caught up like that. I thought it was all some made up cap when I seen Luce Cannon on there doing it. But if I would have known that he was serious as he was, I would have never got into an internet beef with him. But as far as them getting locked up, man, you know, if they innocent, they'll be out. But if they not, man, they done. You know, but freedom guys, man.
We kind of heard about something like this happening, you know, just maybe a week or so before it actually happened. But I didn't really take it serious, you know.
Right.
600 is on his channel, and he's bringing up Big U getting arrested.
Right.
He's saying that the police told them that there's DNA under victims' fingernails. You know, do you think that 600 putting it out there like that kind of made the feds have to speed up their indictment?
I think that they was already on him for quite some time. I think by them doing that, it might be a possibility that he didn't already spill the beans, because like they say, the mother said, "Don't tell nobody this." They already told the family what was going to happen, but by them doing that, they probably said, "We got to get on them right now," because they wasn't supposed to know this information. But I just think that was some goofy shit, man. Like getting on the internet, doing that, man. It's like that's your homeboy. If you was trying to warn him, you could have just called somebody from your neighborhood. Like, I don't mess with dude, but give him a heads up, man. They got his DNA on some fingernails. This is the word they saying. But going to the internet, that was just all this shit on this internet, man. It's gonna change the way that we do content from now on. And a lot of these dudes, the first thing they say is, ain't no paperwork on me. We living in an era now where you don't need paperwork if you on the internet putting out information now. That is the paperwork. It's a trail. They get
Exactly. The internet is the new paperwork. And these guys, obviously, they're not just running content. And I don't even think it's just for clicks and views and monetization. I think it's also a direct link to the police. I really think these people are just really working with the police, period.
Pull that up in court and use it against your ass. So I think that by him doing that, definitely might have raised the eyebrow. Like, we got to help him get him right now. Yeah.
Now, Big U gets arrested, and when he gets arrested, he makes a video. When he's being, before he turns himself in, and he kind of blames Whack, 600, and Luce Cannon, and he calls him foul.
Right. Yeah, that wasn't cool. For him to be a gangster, like, Big U, known name, gangster in LA. But for him to get online and try to put it off on somebody else, he doing what they was doing, but he wasn't supposed to do that. But that's like basically like dry snitching. Like, why y'all got me, but y'all ain't got them? I don't think that was cool at all. He should have got his lawyer, let them do all the talking, turned himself in, but getting online, trying to put it off on somebody else. Why y'all ain't got them? Just bringing their name up. That wasn't cool at all. That wasn't no cool shit.
I think things the way they stand now with the internet, the way it is, that the rules have gone down the drain. I think that there are no rules anymore. And if you have something that you need to protect, which is yourself, then you're going to do whatever it takes, using the internet, using other people to your advantage. And these guys have found out somehow that the internet can provide you protection as well as get you in trouble.
Now, with Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby, we just found out they're sold up.
Right.
That's kind of crazy, man. Like, what was your thoughts when you heard that?
One of them telling. That's what I thought. Like, being from a street aspect, one of them got to be working. This is the first thing I'm thinking. Now, second, if they not working, then that cell hot as a firecracker. They got that motherfucker bugged for real. So what they gonna do is they gonna put them up in there, let them get to talking, get all the information they need. The wire might be in the vents, in the cell vent. Who knows? But that was my first thing, man. These dudes working. Somebody working. Either Luce Cannon working or Bricc working. If they not working, that cell is hot.
Do you think it's kind of foul for the police to put them together knowing that they've had beef for like how many years now? They've been going at each other on the internet, and then they put them in the same cell?
They don't care about that. They trying to get a conviction. And as much talking them two goofy motherfuckers do online, they fit to have a talking party. They know that. They said, man, these two dudes is some major gossiping guys. Let's put them in a cell together. And they fit to tell us everything we need to know. Or it could be a situation like this. Let's just say they arrested them just to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? And get them, because they've been telling on the internet. We done seen Luce Cannon get his goofy ass on this internet and over and over and over tell literally shit that they got him for. They got his ass for talking on No Jumper. It's like, I thought he was playing. I swear I thought the whole time this dude was playing, was really giving up the shit. So they gonna definitely get some information out their ass. If they better do nothing but pray in that cell. It better not be nothing but praying and push-ups. Anything else, their ass is getting recorded. You can believe that.
Praying and push-ups. And I have to agree with him on that aspect as well. I was surprised to hear that they were sold up too. Like, what? I've never heard of that before. Usually when you are even on the same case, they're going to separate you. But like he said, they either want to trap them because they're recording and spying on them, or they put them in there just to make the whole thing look good. And they working with them in the first place. So I just was curious to know, what do you guys think about what he's saying about Big U and Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby's Fed trouble, and, you know, just the way things are playing out, and the fact that the internet played the whole role in them being in the position they're in right now? And what about Big U when he was looking like he was on the run, but before he turned himself in, he did pretty much say, like, it ain't me, it's them. Why you got me, but you ain't got them? Because it seems to me he probably thought they were going to be getting picked up, 600 and Whack 100, maybe because some things that he was being told, somebody was in his ear telling him things, but really it was all a setup, and it was really him who was the target the whole time, child. I'm telling you, Big you are a big dummy. I'm just saying, like, and then these two birds, like he said, two gossiping birds on these channels telling on themselves, and then it's like it's a game to them, but it's not a game. It's not a game. Did you see the indictment? Did you hear the indictment? And I'm pretty sure it's going to get superseded, if not once, twice, or 3 times. And that just means more charges to come. They're probably still investigating some things. And, it is what it is. But anyway, like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, shout out to Cam Capone News for the interview. It's actually over an hour long, so there's plenty more of it. If you want to, I'll just put the link in the description so you can watch the whole interview if you want to. And yeah, shout out to Compton Ricc Roc. He is on Instagram showing off his video work, and actually looks pretty clean, I have to say. So I would go check him out as well. He also has a YouTube channel. I think it's Compton Ricc Roc TV. So appreciate y'all. I'm done here. Till next time. Bye.